tweet this out too. Tweet this out. That's what one thing I got from MM. He's tweeting it out when he starts in between works. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Right, it's good.
What
It's
up? What
good.
up? Waypoint, welcome y'all. Collins, I see you.
All right.
Had a great
I was in
video.
the building.
I was just peeping that video. I gotta go back to. I didn't get to finish it. My man is pouring out content, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Welcome, man, to another week of the Waypoint podcast, man. Yo, this is the legit podcast right here. I just had to put that
No
out there.
doubt.
I've been taking a few.
Yeah.
A lot of them are Stadia heavy, kind of holding back, but I like what we got here. I'm gonna put it like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a mix. You know what I'm saying?
Mix,
It's a nice mix.
It's real, you know what I'm saying? Man, all right, yeah, I gotta tell y'all some stuff about the Facebook Stadia group, man. It's going back and forth, man. A lot of stuff I put is very like it's controversial, but it's to push the platform. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that, man. You gotta see.
Right.
But I got some people out there, man. I've been getting subscribers from there. They got some good people
sure.
that are saying we're doing great. They're watching the podcast. All right, what's doing? All right, so how's the week been, man? Gamer Dad, let us know about that channel.
Yeah. So gonna be starting my YouTube channel. I've always had it, but I think this is the right time to
Nice.
break off a little bit and start my own thing. So content coming soon. So it's the Christian Gamer Dad.
Nice.
It's a combination of my three passions. My faith, okay, of course, number one, and then my passion for gaming and also being a dad. So I think that you got to be true to who you are and true to yourself. If you look at my social media, you see me, see my face, not some icon, you see me. So look for something real, man. Look for something real. Yeah. No avatars, just me, bro.
I know, it's 2021, right?
Yeah. So, check me out, man.
That's what's up. All right, and JD, what you been doing this week, man?
Oh man, this week has been pretty productive, man. I just getting my schedule together. So everybody knows I'll be on the Stadia Bash Community Network.
Nice.
Join up with them, and
Congrats,
I'll be streaming
man.
Appreciate it. And I'll be streaming on Friday nights, 10 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, okay, you got the late. Okay.
Yeah, I got the late show.
Hold on, Pacific. What's that for us? Oh, geez.
Oh man, that's like 1 a.m.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I might. Well, I don't work weekends. I mean, yeah, I'll probably pop in. What game you playing?
This week I'll be probably playing Borderlands.
Oh, nice. All right, all right. If I'm up, I'll definitely
Yeah.
pop in. Yeah, I'll definitely pop in on that. All right, cool. All right, let's hit up the news, man. A lot of news
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week.
Yeah, a lot of news. So for Stadia gamers, you're gonna have Blue Fire and Trine 4 just came out, just announced, or basically for Stadia. They didn't say when it was dropping, but yeah, some new games to play.
Okay, yeah, those look cool. I ain't gonna lie. I got which one's this right here? Blue Fire. I'm into Blue Fire. I'm
Okay,
definitely feeling Blue Fire.
yeah, that's like an action uh platformer type game right there. Yeah.
This I'm feeling this one. Oh, okay. Chase, what's up, man?
What up, Chase?
What up? What up? Yeah. What else? What else is in the news this week?
All right. So somebody named Jeff Grubbs came out with a whole bunch of insider information talking about what's going to happen in the gaming world.
Okay.
So yeah, they talked about Monster Hunter digital event, which just passed. He was
cool.
on with that. He talked about the Xbox Bethesda announcement
Ooh.
that we're going to get into later.
Ooh. Gotta keep it real with that
And
one.
yeah, for sure. And then E3 is going to be digital this year
Again. Oh,
again,
yeah, that's
June
all good.
15th to the 17th. But yeah, he leaked some stuff out. So yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was seeing that, but I mean, everything's leaked on the internet, man.
right.
Oh yeah.
Everything, yeah.
Some on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying on purpose too. All right,
Yeah.
let me see these notes. I forgot to pull these joints up. All right, is that it with the small topics?
Nah.
No, we got some more. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we got some more. So GameStop. Anybody shopping at GameStop still? Are you guys still using GameStop? Like, what's going
What
on?
you trying to say, Jay?
Man, I like it for memorabilia. In the chat, you guys using GameStop? I use it for memorabilia stuff, or
Okay.
hats, T-shirts.
Like the
But-
pop collection.
Yeah, pop collection. That's all they are. But games, no way. I don't need. Everything's digital.
What
Yeah,
about
for
accessories? You don't buy controllers, nothing like that?
Well, now I just got a console. I've had Stadia for a year, so
Oh, okay.
everything is from Google. So no, I never really needed accessories, honestly. No.
Yeah.
But now yeah, for these Xbox controllers. I don't know about the new one, but the ones I had before, man, always broke. I went through like 3 or 4
Yeah.
Xbox controllers.
Yeah. Very bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Fire looks dope. Yep, it does. I'd like it. This is a perfect
Yeah.
cloud game. But yeah. Oh, Miss K, what
Yeah.
up? Miss K
What up,
said
Miss K?
GameStop. Who? Miss K is from Instagram.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say they turned it into a business, a technology business, whatever that means. So I guess you can buy your memorabilia online or something. I think that's what they're
Wow,
going in.
man.
So
I miss brick and mortar stores. Just
yeah,
going to the mall, man. I miss it. Yeah.
Yeah, remember those
Yeah.
days?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
what was that one with the blue, the Blockbuster?
Yeah. Blockbuster. Yeah.
Oh man,
Talk about
I
dinosaurs.
know. Me too,
yeah.
Collins. Yeah. Just buying digital
Yeah.
lately. Yep.
yeah, for sure.
What else?
Next up was Stadia developers are doing a jam with 40 developers. They're going to play around the world and come up with some game. Looks like they're coming up with some game that they want to test out or something.
Yeah, or display, or maybe just a community thing. I saw that. Yeah. I think it's gonna have
Yeah.
guests like all different nationalities or something.
Right,
Can
Can
right,
it be
right.
something good, like instead of just
No. It's
no
not.
offense, I'm just not a side scroller. What's that new
Keep it
game that
real
came
here.
out? I forget. Pixel Junk Raiders or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That's not moving the needle for
An
me.
action game maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
RPG.
probably something like Outcasters, man. I don't know. It said co-op.
Probably. But man, I'm telling you,
Don't get me started on that,
listen,
man.
certain circles. I've been tracking everything I say. It's always like I have research empirical research. I ask people at the ground level. Some people, Stadia can do no wrong. There's that camp, right? Then there's the camp that is just against Stadia. Then there's a middle ground where people are like, they want your bangers, they want your Call of Duties, they want names, you know, because there is a
Right.
certain tribalism in games. I don't think that's something we can just. Some people try to avoid, like, oh no, we don't need anything. I mean,
Yeah.
some people have Stadia in their names, so they're gonna have to say those things. But we do need some bangers right now, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they gotta come out
For
with
sure.
something. Whoa. What you about to say, Dre? All right.
Nah, I was like, for sure, man. Like, yeah, quick story. Like, I booted up Stadia, just to play it, playing some Destiny, and everything's going good. And then, oops, here comes that slowdown, you know. And then I'm out. So it's tough, man. But listen, I will put up with slowdown if it's a really, really
I'm
good
telling
game.
you. Yep.
I don't
agree,
care.
yeah.
I will put up with a major slowdown, bad internet, have to reload 50 times if it's a worthy
good
title.
game,
So
yeah. That's true. Let's check
Yeah.
what Chase said. He said Bethesda deal not confirms unless Xbox pivots. Shows the deal was all about Game Pass. Oh yeah. We're gonna
Mhm.
dive. Yeah, we're gonna dive
Oh,
into
yeah.
that, the implications of that. Yeah.
For sure. For
Yep.
sure. Let's see. Yeah, so the next news topic, real quick, the smaller ones. So EA employee got caught selling some cards
I see
for
that.
$1,000 on the
These
black
people.
market. So
Wow.
hope
Oops.
nobody was doing that. No, hope
EA,
nobody
man.
was
EA is
involved.
greedy at every level.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they just can't.
Oh,
They
man.
just can't rely on the sales of the games. They got to sell it off topic, man. Like
Yeah,
in the back alley somewhere, man. Like
that is
that's
nuts.
crazy. Apex Legend fans, Switch. You can get your Apex Legends on the Switch. Take it to go. Take it anywhere. And then Overwatch said, "Hey, we up in here, so we got some enhancements coming to the Xbox Series X and S. So you get that. What's that? Your frames FPS is, I think, is
Oh, yeah,
120, and all that 4K.
Yeah.
And then Rogue Company said, "Hey, hold my beer." And I got some new, I got a new character, the new map coming out. So everybody that love these games, man, y'all got some updates to look forward to.
Nice. All right, cool. Xbox, man, they'll come up later too. Yeah, and they are not holding back.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, for sure.
All right, so all right, so now we're in the main topics now, right?
Yep.
All right, so Xbox, it's kind of a little kind of into the Xbox thing. Xbox can play Stadia through they got an upgraded browser, uses Chromium. So anyone that doesn't know, that's just how like the Chrome browser was that based on. So a lot of browsers too are using Chromium too because of it's just easier to develop apps and extensions and all that. So yeah, I've seen that. There's workarounds to it. You can't really use the Xbox controller at the same time or something, but it's just, I mean, it's a gimmick. It's more of a little gimmick, but I mean, that's cool. What do you guys think?
It's good. Why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's a very shrewd move by Microsoft. I mean, I think like it's like when Apple started allowing Google products to be on their platform. It's like they're like,
right.
why not? You're using our phone? Why not?
Why not? Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
there's going to be a Gmail app and but you're still on our platform. So
Yeah, why not?
very shrewd move by Microsoft. So I would watch them very closely. A lot of interesting moves.
Lots of closely, yeah. Cool. Let's see what Chase says. He said, "Don't look too much into the game jam." Yeah, I'm not looking into that too much. I'll look at it. I'll tune in, but I'm not expecting much. Yeah. It must have been like a smaller team thing. Yeah, I think it's more of a developer side thing, which is good.
Yeah.
I think it's just a net positive. But what you think about this Xbox thing? That's not a big deal. What you think, JD?
Yeah, it's not a big deal for have Stadia on the Xbox for real. Like, how many people are really going to use that. That's just the hardcore tech people that's going to be
Yeah.
up in there like, oh yeah, let me download this browser, let me hop on here, test out Stadia since it's on the Xbox, and let me spend $500 on this console to do that. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I think it's cute
yeah,
for video.
yeah,
Yeah, I think Project Storm. Y'all look up for Project Storm. He says he's gonna try to just show it. Yeah, just
yeah.
gonna show it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. All right. So let's do the Xbox thing, and then let's cut back to some of these other ones, like cancel culture stuff. But let's do the Xbox thing. What do y'all think? What's the implications with that? With Xbox buying Bethesda, and now Chase was already saying that it's only for Game Pass. You think there's more to this? Is this huge or is this nothing? What do you think, Dre?
Of course, I think it's huge. Whenever you buy, you know, a company like Bethesda,
Right.
it's noteworthy, definitely. I don't know about the long-term impacts of it. I wouldn't, it's not a game changer. Yeah, I know some folks on Twitter and other places, it's a game changer, and but it's not enough to move the needle for me per se. But it's just another bullet in the gun of Microsoft. So it's good for them. Is it great for the industry? I don't know, but
Oh,
I kind of don't like when these big companies are sort of buying out studios.
you don't like it?
It's good in the short term, but I like companies that kind of stand alone. But when these big companies start buying people out, I get kind of a little nervous. But
So,
it's a big story, but I don't know about the impact long term.
who's to blame though? Because when you think about it, isn't this all because of Sony? It's competition. I don't think anyone set out to do that. I think because of Sony. What about Sony's exclusive? Should those exclusives be everywhere else? Think about it.
No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is like you have these two companies, Microsoft and Sony, and they're in this sort of race to the finish line. They're buying all these studios up. I'm not saying they're going to destroy the game, but you want partnerships. But when you're just buying up studios, it gets kind of
Um,
it gets kind of touchy.
because the reason I say that is like we saw SG&E shut down. When you look at it, it's a lot. It's very expensive to develop a game. When you're already making consoles, you're already making other stuff. So it's just cheaper. And this is one of the games, Dishonored. I just bought this, and now they made this the whole deal. But I was like, geez, it's gonna be free like a couple days. But no, what I'm saying is like it's really expensive, right, to make games. So they kind of have to, because at the same time they're gonna keep saying Microsoft doesn't have games. So that's just a little pushback. Because I'm like, what are they supposed to do? Look at Halo. That's not even coming out. When is that coming out? This year. But I mean, it takes a lot to develop a game and to make it successful. So I don't know. It's just one of
It's
those
always
things.
been like that, though. It's always been like that. We don't need to hold their hands. That's what they do. Do what you gotta do. Strap it up and let's go. Like we know it's hard to make a game, but it's always been difficult to make
But
games.
it's easier to buy a studio. I don't mind it. I don't. What do you think, JD? What do you think about buying companies and stuff like that?
Um, I really don't mind it to a certain degree. People tend to look at like Xbox and Sony, but forget that Nintendo is started this whole exclusive thing. Like if you go back to Nintendo, like their whole thing was Nintendo's. They used to have the Nintendo quality seal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Bring us back.
Like it
Okay.
was. You know what I'm saying? They used to have that stamp, like, "Hey, this game was developed by Nintendo. It's a gold standard in gaming," and we did that. And developers got frustrated with that because they can't compete. You think about third party people; they can't compete with Nintendo. So that's when they started going to Sega, some of them, and other companies. And
Right.
so
Right.
that just kind of continued. And what happened is with Xbox, I feel like they always been about playing with everybody. The 360 slogan was
Yeah,
jump in.
jump in, right?
Xbox Live was all about playing together, bringing people online. I believe they've always been about playing with people. Sony and Nintendo has always been about an experience, an exclusive, something you can only get with us.
Right.
And I think people forget that that is really the history behind it. And I don't Sony really, they train up their studios and then they buy, or they make studios and then but they don't really buy too many like third party studios like that.
Right. Okay, yeah, that was
Yeah.
well said, man. I forgot about all those Nintendo stuff. That's the thing, yeah. Nintendo's a juggernaut in its own way, so I feel like Microsoft, I don't know, I feel like they're getting a tough rap because they're buying up all these studios. But for me, I've been saying Stadia has to do that. You have to buy up studios. You have to pull people's attention. You know, I posed a question and y'all chat, let me know. And Facebook said Xbox is the best for sure now. What's up, Face Crook? Bibbity
What
Bob,
up?
what's up, brother? Alright,
What
so I'm just like, I don't know, what are they supposed to do? Because I posed a question. I said FIFA should be free, right? And I had a video. Y'all can check that on my channel. You got a shameless plug, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
put FIFA should be free, right? It's been out for a while. And I was like, it'd be great. That would break the internet. Like, people would be like, oh, let me try Stadia out. And you got some people, I don't know if they secretly work for EA. Oh, no, man. Oh, no, man. Like, there's this thing where we seem to side with companies for some strange reason. I don't know why. It's like we lost the consumer thing, but yeah, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. It was like 50-50. Some people were like staunch agree with me. Some people were vehemently against me. But it caused a conversation.
Why wouldn't you want it for free? That's insane to me. You're the consumer.
You're the consumer. I'm just, but someone, oh my God, some of these people are more eloquent than me. Nigel, he's just subscribed too. He really broke it down, like why it would work logistically and everything. I just said, man, I just did simple one-on-one business. I'm like, the game's already out. Project how much people is probably gonna buy it. Google pays them maybe half of that. It's free, the base part at least, and the microtransactions, because they made, I think that and NFL 2K, the same like FIFA, same. When you buy microtransactions, it goes to the same company. They made like 1.5 billion last year. They're not hurting. This is microtransactions, not game sales. So you think even if you get, what is that, 1.5, maybe get like 15% of that from Stadia in the next couple months, and there's gonna be a FIFA 22. So I don't know, but back to the Microsoft thing, I just feel like people just always want to benefit the company. I don't know why. It's just maybe we've been silently trained to just think like we don't have a voice as consumers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say one more thing to add to that.
Yeah.
I think with Xbox in general, last gen they struggled with getting, like, they shut a lot of games down, right? That people were looking forward to or whatnot, and you're in a position where you do have bangers, but you kind of let them like stall out, like get
Right.
you know, they need to be fresh, you know. And so what can a company do while they're, you know, retweaking those franchises? Well, you can either put a lot of money into a new IP and you don't know if you're going to get your money back, or you can buy a developer who already has an established history to help assist in that. So I think they went with the easier choice, which is to buy a developer with a good history to help them compensate while they get their IPs in order.
Right.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. Let me see. Facebook says something. Oh, Bibbity. Okay, FIFA should be free. Okay, so I'm not crazy. but it was 50-50. Some people are like, it's not gonna work with this, and I'm like,
what was their reasoning? What was the reasoning for it not being free?
They didn't really, they couldn't avoid that it would help Stadia. They're just saying, oh, maybe it wouldn't help EA, or EA wouldn't do that. Basically, they're like, EA wouldn't do that. We know EA. They're just basing everything off of EA in the past. They're money hungry. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. That was really the main thing. They never could really argue that it wouldn't help Stadia. Nobody argued that. They didn't even attempt to. That's all I was saying, that it would help.
Yeah.
But they're trying to say I'm crazy or something. But I but I had a lot of people defending that. Yeah. So let's see what Facebook said. People forget Microsoft was able to add EA Play without buying EA. They are making big deals, and you pay Plus is next. Xbox is coming for everyone. So I've been saying that too. I feel like he's just Facebook is just reading out of my playbook. I've been saying that for months. Microsoft is coming. So what do you guys think Stadia could do? Like, is it because this doesn't look good? Microsoft is not holding back. So what could Stadia do? We all use the platform more than most, so we're probably best to say what they could do. What do you think, Dre?
There's nothing really they can do. I mean, to be blunt,
The Stadia guys
really,
are gonna
what
come
can they
for
do?
you, man.
Really, what can they do?
Post that
Seriously.
on the Facebook.
Buy
group.
some
Yikes.
some little no-name studio and pretend people are gonna care? No, I'm sorry. You know, Microsoft, Sony, they're just ahead of the game, man. And especially with SG&E shut down, it's kind of like, are they a platform anymore? You know, no exclusives. You know, I'm sorry, but it does matter. I kind of flipped on that, but exclusives do matter. Absolutely. Either way, you love your Halo, you love your God of War. You know, I know when I had a PS4, I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. That was a great game.
Yeah,
You know, stuff like that. Like
Infamous.
I bought a PS4 just for that. Okay.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so Stadia, somebody's got to think of something, but I don't know what they could do. It would be a miracle, like getting an exclusive title, or maybe some pre-order bonuses for some game that's coming out.
Oh, that's a good.
You know what I
idea.
mean? Maybe something like that they could
Ooh,
do,
right.
possibly, where you say, maybe I should order it on Stadia.
Like
Maybe.
PUBG. Remember we had
Yeah.
exclusive skins in PUBG.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But it has to be a real big game,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
maybe
yeah, like
Call
a
of
big
Duty or
game.
something like that.
Or FIFA.
But I doubt it.
Okay. What you think, JD? What could they
Um,
do?
they got to play the game, man. I think, and this is Stadia and Microsoft to me are similar in the fact that you got to play the game, and even in Nintendo to a certain extent. Like there's just certain rules established in the gaming community that if you ignore, people gonna pass right over you, right? With the Xbox, we see it with exclusives. With Stadia, it's exclusive. With Nintendo, it's getting their online up to par to where Xbox and PlayStation is. It's just no matter how you want to do it, you just got to play the game. You know, you just got to play some parts of that game, and Stadia has to figure out which parts of the game that works best for them.
Right. That's true. Yeah, I agree. Those are all positives. Let me get caught up with the chat. Collins. Oh, they're saying because they were behind. Yeah, that's true. They were behind. Yeah, and now they're kicking it into gear. They're not even letting anybody else even approach them and Sony and Nintendo.
Yeah,
Microsoft's already trying to stifle cloud gamers already. That's nuts. All right, that was that point. Yeah, so other people do agree with that. And then Facebook said the only thing Stadia can do is sit in the corner and release games like Trine 4 on the platform. Facebook is still up to it, man.
Listen, he's got a point.
He's
though.
got a point, though. He's got a
I'm
point.
sick. I'm sick and tired of the little namby-pamby little games. Listen, man. I'm not that gamer. Okay, give me a big one. Please. You know, like, please. I want something that's gonna move the needle. Like, my God, I have to get that. I have to order that. And those kind of little small titles, the average consumer is not gonna care about. Let's be honest here.
you didn't like Ori and the Blind Forest or Cuphead?
I like no Ori. Hold on,
It's a
I'm
good
playing
game.
through that.
No,
I like
it's
Ori.
a good
I like
game,
Ori. I like
but I'll
Ori.
never play it.
I do
You
like
know?
Ori though. It's a little more than you think, yeah. But I know what you mean.
No, I seen it.
I know what you
know?
mean. But
Yeah.
I see that sentiment. Oh, and you know, I'm not making this up. It's on the comments of Trine, and let me go back to that. I think it was Trine or one of these new ones. Somebody said, I want a game that can't run on my PC. They want, because I feel like they're saying before they were promised games that were like, would break PCs, like your Half-Lives and your when that came out, and then like when Crisis came out, like couldn't handle on PCs. People want to say, man, I'm going to the cloud because of that. And I don't. I know it takes time, but I think that's what people are saying. It's resonating where people want a graphically intense game, and they're like, you know what? It can't work on my console. I'm gonna go to Stadia, and I think we're losing that when you have things like Trine. What other people aren't gonna talk about this, so that's why I like this podcast. I don't see this mentioned anywhere. You see it in the comments, but you don't see like content creators talk about, because you do take a hit. You do take a hit with subscribers. Sometimes people don't want to hear like truth and stuff. It's not a complaint about it. It's just they could add it. They've proven that they can do it. Cyberpunk has proven anything can run on this platform, but it's just a matter of when and if they're gonna relay that to us if something heavy hitter is coming out.
Yeah. Oh, just like Saints Row the Third just came out. Like it runs and it should run. It's an older game, right?
Yeah, I
on
remember
the
in the comments saying that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it should run. So Stadia, the tech itself is proven. It's just, hey, what games? The games matter. At the end of the day, games matter, man.
Bibbidi Bop is saying Google could be buying a studio right now. They could.
Yeah, I mean,
they definitely could. We want them to. I want them to. I've made videos. I've taken the hit months ago. I'm like, they should buy. I just said Ubisoft. I don't know the logistics, but I was like, buy Ubisoft. They've got a great catalog. And then all of a sudden, Microsoft buys Bethesda, basically a Ubisoft.
I think the thing that kind of I always look at is Google, are they all in on gaming? These other companies,
same thing.
They're 100% in on it. So they'll do whatever it takes. I'm just not sold on Google's commitment to gaming. Like, they're kind of a fair weather company. If it doesn't work right away, they kind of, well, see you later. So I'm not sure how much they're going to put into it. That's my only concern. Because if you're going to buy a studio, you're all in.
Right. I see what you're saying. And some consumers do echo that. Like, they aren't sure, I think people in the Stadia land, they don't even want to hear that. They're like, oh, they're just trucking along. Some people love the trucking along. They're releasing 2 games a week. It's good enough for some people. It's definitely good enough for some people. They just think it's gonna move along, but for other people, they do need more.
I got a question for everybody on the panel and in the chat, man. Y'all type y'all answers in.
Yeah.
If Google wasn't attached to Stadia, would it matter what they are doing right now?
Oh, like
if the Google name wasn't attached to Stadia?
For me, it wouldn't matter because I don't have that big history of like people say the Google graveyard. I'm just a consumer. Something looks good, I'll get it. Something works for me, I'll get it. So that's just my answer. But some people have a history like, oh, when I use Google this, they have a long history. I don't have a long history of using products like that. I used to use Android, but I didn't even think about it like it's Google.
I think it does matter, JD. It's if this was just Stadia, right? Like some company,
Go back to that too.
But it more than likely, it would have been a company that has some kind of history in gaming, right? To pull off something like this. So I think they would have been more committed to make it work. Google has other stuff. They have other priorities. And, just like, we look at Anthem, it was just a numbers game. They couldn't dedicate enough time and resources into it. The ROI was just not what they expected or what was worth it. So it was put on the back burner and killed. So it definitely would matter for me.
Right. It would matter. Okay. How come we're not hearing nothing about Resident Evil Village? And when I say these things, it's not necessarily my use case, but I just see them in the chat. So it's almost when I'm talking, I'm mirroring things that I literally see people talk about. I don't hear, like that the next big game. Then they should get that Resident Evil Village. That would be awesome. Everybody's talking about that. It's just to being a part of the conversation really helps.
Right.
Talk to people outside. I'm telling everyone, maybe not you guys here. People here in the chat, they're more like, you know what I'm saying? But like people that are in that Stadia world, that bubble, and don't look out. Go to other gaming channels. Just type in a chat, live chat, like what Stadia. I had a guest. You saw her this week. She's only heard about Stadia when it comes to Cyberpunk. That was the biggest news. She has every system. All she knew was it was coming. Stadia, what's it called? Cyberpunk was gonna be on Stadia and it runs good. That's it. That's their meal ticket. That's what I believe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, when I saw the interview and I saw that, I was like, yeah, there's more people out there that still don't know anything about Stadia, still hasn't tried it, still doesn't know that it works.
And that's shocking because it's Google. I mean, everybody has Google. Does anybody use like Yahoo to search?
Yeah, chat. What search do you guys use? And I used to use Bing a lot.
What is it?
Bing. Yeah, remember you on that for a little bit?
I used to use Bing because of the Microsoft phone and just Google. Yeah. What search engine do you guys use?
I use Chrome, sometimes Firefox, but you made a good point, Drake. Like you made a good point because I was playing with my dudes on a PlayStation, Outriders, and I was like, "Hey, I haven't been on because I've been playing on Stadia. Have you heard of Stadia?" Nah, what's that? I'm like,
and they play games, you know.
That's the shocking part, though. I'm like, how come everybody in the world doesn't know about Stadia? That's tough to me. I don't know. Is it marketing? They play games. That's the thing that's odd. They got the Switch. They got everything. I don't know. People don't know. Well, you check Microsoft. I went to the same thing. Yep. The same. Yep. Went to the same thing. That's true. How many times did people think Microsoft was done? Okay, so we got a lot of positives in it. Listen, we're hopefully you're not getting a negative tone. I'm just this is just what I hear people say, and I try to bring it in a conversation sake. Like, listen, if it was for me, it would be super boring. I wouldn't even do a podcast. I would just say it works for me. I play it. It fits my use case, but I like to represent what other people are saying because they're consumers. I don't go to PS4 forums to ask about Stadia. I'm in the Google Stadia forums on Reddit, Facebook, and all these places, and people are being honest. People are being honest, you know. So it's good to talk about these things. Hopefully, Google watches and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, people don't use the internet.
That's true though. People don't know how to use the internet. Yeah.
Right. Oh. Speaking of that, BBD Bob just mentioned something. Cloud gaming is not a big market, right? Do you guys think that Google's starting to pivot and kind of turning Stadia into more like how the Luna is just another place to play, not necessarily like come over here, let's play? Do you guys think it's turning into just a hub for games? That's it, though.
I don't think
pretty
so.
much.
Pretty much. See,
pretty much.
It's good.
Go ahead, JD. Though
I like it.
I don't want to seem too negative, you know.
No,
go ahead, JD.
You got to keep it real.
Go ahead, man.
I think it's okay to pivot, man. I think I said this before. I probably put it on Twitter somewhere. But yeah, it's okay to pivot, and you know, we see everybody does that. You have to evaluate where your business is going, seeing what's working, see what's not working, and pivot. And sometimes you're going to get a lot of hate for that. You know, you're going to get a lot of flack for that. But, and people are unsure, like you, Dre, like, you know what I'm saying? People are going to be unsure in the middle of people pivoting or course correcting or changing direction, right? But only Google knows really what they want to do, what they're doing, you know, and we just, unfortunately for consumers, like you said yourself, you're not going to sit around and wait while Google figure out. You want the final product,
right?
You want the final form of what they want, right? So yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Right. Okay. So what were you saying, Jay?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a big pivot, though, man. That's like a travel, you know.
If y'all know basketball,
that's like that Euro step, you know. 1, 2. That's a big pivot, though. You know,
Yeah.
that's not what we signed up for. We signed up for a platform, not some, you know,
I gotta put basketball.
service. But that's just me, though. You know, that's just me. My expectation for these companies is pretty high. It's Google, right? It's
Right.
not, you know,
Right.
Joe's
Joe's
gaming
computer.
system. Okay,
Right.
it's
It's
Google.
not
It
on
ain't-
live. It's not on live.
It's not the Soldier Boy. The Soldier Boy console.
Oh God, I expect a lot from Google. I just I don't know, man. I think that's a huge pivot.
Right. Right.
They might need to do it if things don't work out with exclusives and things like that. But to me, they got to come and bring it because
Bring it right.
I'm not gonna hold back. Oh, give them time. All this other stuff. Nah. It's
Mhm.
Google. Either you have it together or you lose my business.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Collins is
That's
saying companies are pivoting to Bitcoin. So people. So he's basically saying
True.
people do pivot. That's true.
True.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I'll give you that.
The and Facebook is saying the Bethesda deal made me really question Stadia. All Bethesda games exclusives versus trying and pixel junk. I mean, yeah, if you paint that close picture, yeah, they can't defend that. But Stadia is in its infancy, and I think those the games will get there. I think they are coming. Definitely getting developers used to the Unity engine and making porting better. But I think that's the best thing. If they shut down, and I'll say anybody can hear me say that, if they had shut down the Stadia Makers program, and even before SG&E, I would have left Stadia. But that's probably the most important thing. Than having an exclusive is having the Stadia Makers. You do want devs, indie devs, and just developers in general working around your platform. So, that is a close-minded thing, but there is truth to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right, Chase. Let me put up what you said earlier. Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, I forgot Terrier, whatever that game is. Remember with the dude with the Gmail account and all that stuff, so he wasn't bringing the game over, and now the game is coming over.
It's coming over, baby.
And it had nothing to do with his account being locked out. Like,
yeah.
I
don't even have that Terraria stuff out there. Man. I got so many dislikes on that video. I said it was like a stupid reason not to port. I got people coming out of woodworks like defending this. Oh, I get locked out, and I'm telling you, the internet is a weird place, man. People just put up with these companies. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they have some stock in these companies or something.
Fanboyism, man.
I
It's
guess
a deadly
so.
one.
I guess so, man. The tribalism, man. The tribalism. It definitely is there.
Yeah. I never got that. You're not stuck to a system, okay? You can buy anything you want. Who cares which one is better? Just buy, why not buy the one that's that's
good for you.
The most enjoyable to you. If you like Xbox, go with Xbox. But stop it with this like, oh yeah, Xbox is great and everything else is garbage.
What about content creators? Do you feel like they should be honest, or they should just keep preaching that everything's gonna be okay?
Listen, if you got a lot on the line, like if you're a big timer, I could see you kind of closing your lip and toting the party line. But if you're a small fry, let me tell you, what are you gonna lose? Seriously, what are you losing by this? Okay, what are you losing? Your subscriber base.
You got to stream Outriders.
Come on.
For what's it called? Outcasters. You got to stream.
Yeah, people respect and I respect. Yeah, people respect and I respect people that are honest. Okay, be who you are. Like when we started the show, I told you about what my name is. That's what represents me.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hide my face. Right? You see me. You see me on the street. That's Dre. Okay, say what's up. I'm not some guy hiding behind a mask. Be who you are, and people will accept you for that. Some will, some won't, but then you'll be happy with yourself. Stop it with this. Oh yeah, I gotta rock with Stadia because I'm a Stadia streamer. Nah, you gotta call them out when it's good, and be honest.
Right. Because the good, you see the good. I play it all the time. I stream it. I promote it. You know what I'm saying? I bring on guests and I'm like, hey, this is Stadia. So there's a ton of good. There's a ton of good. Just business
I think
wise. Yep.
I think I got something a little pushback. I just want to see what you guys thought about this. So, as a consumer, right, a little bit of it, you're an ambassador, right, for a product that you brought, right? Oh, I got this product. It's really great. And you tell other people about it, like why they should consider getting that product, right? And I wonder if a part of that plays into the console war, the tribalism. You want other people to experience something that you're excited for, right? Like, oh man, this platform's great. It's the best out of this platform. You guys should probably play it over here because it's doing the best things. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's where it comes from. Yeah, it definitely comes from that. Because you got to prove to someone, like, especially when you put money in something. Like, I bought a Series X, but I don't feel personally I have to prove to anybody why I bought it. If I want to take $500 and just rip it up right in front of this stream, right? You can do that. It's up to you of what you want to do. And I think it comes to a level you just have to respect people's purchase decision. To me it's not a big deal where you game. And you know who says that? Is the people that run Stadia. You can get direct quotes from them. They say we're not trying to take your console. So I feel like they've been saying it to us, but we as a community are like, I think we're just so excited. We're trying to take Stadia somewhere that the execs are like, oh, we're just happy that the platform exists and we're gonna push into other countries in a couple years. They might even table that discussion and pick it up in another 8 months. We don't know that, but I kind of think the writing was on the wall. But we're just excited about it, which is good. Keep the community, keep Stadia Bash, keep the other Stadia thing that everybody does, the 24-hour streams. But I think don't put unnecessary pressure on them because they've been kind of telling us, wink, wink, this might be pretty casual, guys. But I know if I say that, I'm gonna get pushback. Not from like you guys in the chat, but you. Oh man.
Yeah, well, so be it.
So be it.
Look what Chase said.
Big deal. You get a dislike.
Yeah, about to. Right. Okay, gaming. Yeah. What's up? Pleasant Trees, Caliber.
Hey, what's up, Chariot Man Gaming?
What up? Awesome. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, it may be JD, but I think the philosophy Dre broke down is where I'm at. These companies aren't out here for our best interests like Sony and Microsoft in the past. Yeah, man, Chase, man, y'all tune into his show, man. He breaks it down eloquently more than I can, but I just see it. I see where business is. I'm pretty attuned to where business is going. So consumers spoke up about the company moves, and those two adjusted based on the consumer feedback. Yeah, remember they were charging more for Game Pass and all of that.
Yeah,
people spoke up. I'm like, it's okay to speak up. It's okay, but you say that too loud, and it's like,
that's why I think that like you can be critical without being like a troll, right, or being an idiot. It's like they want and need feedback. Okay, if we think that these companies know what they're doing completely, no, they're adjusting based upon our feedback and our usage. No one is gonna shove something down your throat that you hate, right? Okay, if the feature is bad, they're gonna think about taking it away. So voice your opinion, but don't like, oh yeah, I can't criticize Microsoft because I'm an Xbox, fanboy. Come on,
Right. That's true. Oh, Baby, I was saying I already know it's going casual. That's why I'm fine with the platform. I'm a casual gamer, just playing Destiny, BBP. Yep. But you know what, Baby Bob? Don't take that point of view like that doesn't matter. That matters extremely.
Yeah.
Because some people go on our diatribe of defending Stadia doesn't mean you playing casual is not important. I like to tune into casual streamers or players or podcasts where people are talking casual. I don't want to always hear the X's and O's or fighting somebody or some journalist. There's place for that. That's why the community is so great. I know where to go to for each type, but I want to go to a stream and just see someone that loves playing Destiny on Stadia.
Yeah.
I like that. There's value to that. So don't take that like, I like that point of view, to be honest.
Yep.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Everybody's point of view is powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on? Oh, what up? What up? It's moving through stream. Oh, facts. Okay, I said something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the Microsoft thing, and that'll continue to evolve, I think. There's 20 games that they have so far.
Yeah.
I played a few in the background. Some older games, but hey, Microsoft ain't pulling punches. All right, so let's go to what was the part with cancel culture?
Oh, hey, so
The
hard work
developer. Yep.
developer Troy, he quits over his YouTube channel. He that said he was attacking feminism and social justice people and having a reactionary channel on that, and he got canceled. So I didn't really watch none of that videos or nothing like that, but yeah.
Right.
In these days and age, you can't do. You know better.
But the thing is, okay, this might, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing I posed was like, does cancel culture belong in gaming? Right? Okay, he's a developer. We're never gonna see his face. He just develops games, right? That's his job. He could be a garbage man. He could be a police officer, or maybe not somewhere direct with the crowd, but let's just say a job, a plumber or something. Come see how he goes home. Does it matter what he does in his own free time? Like, I'm doing a podcast now. Does it matter with my job what I'm doing here now? Y'all can be honest in the chat. I'm not gonna take anybody's opinion. It's just opinions.
To the company, yes. That's just how it is. Now, is it fair? No. Is it stupid? Of course it is, right? But in the world we're living in, it's like these companies, if you say anything that could be deemed controversial, right? You get excommunicated, you get canceled, which I think is the wrong approach. I mean, if they went to him and say, hey, that content is not something that we really want to have our employee attached to. If there's a conversation, but to just, cancel somebody or get rid of them or think that they're a bad person for having a different point of view than society, I think that's where it's wrong. Each company has a right to say, we want you to represent us in this way. We don't want you to be a part of certain things. It's a part of, you sign a contract, you agree to that. But, why is everybody terrible because they have an opposing point of view? It's just stupid, Right. It happens way too much in gaming. There's been a lot of streamers that have been canceled because of made up lies and accusations. And, you have these mob community members that go after these people that destroy lives and destroy people just because they have a different, they have an opposing viewpoint on politics or society.
Right.
It's, to me, it's one of the worst things I've seen in my 36 years on this earth.
And none of these things are like, we're not talking about white supremacists or, like terrorism or something. We were talking like, they just have different views. They're like, maybe they shouldn't do this. I looked into a lot of them. They're not really anything crazy. If you go back 15 years ago, it would probably be nothing. It would, but so I just wanted to gauge what people think, because it is gaming related. It's not political podcast or nothing. If I do that, there's way more stats, way more proofs, because people don't, you know what I'm saying? That'd be a whole different type of podcast. But I mean, I don't know. For gaming, I'm like, so I guess you get the company line. I got that part. What do you think, JD? Does that belong in gaming? You get canceled for your outside views, not what you're putting in the game.
Man, it's a it's a touchy subject, man. I feel like Dre said, like you're to these companies, you're an ambassador. Like to these companies, whatever you do in your private time can affect these companies' bottom line. I mean, even if they have to spend a lawyer to or money on PR to write something to say, hey, we go against that. That's them taking money out of their pockets to do that, even if it's short and simple, right? So at some point, you're an ambassador. At some point, what you do in your day to day lives affects others in your community, right? So if he's like this offline, who knows what he's doing day to day affecting other people negatively in the community or in other spaces, right? Um, but the cancel culture, man, is just like the flip side of that is people are a lot really sensitive nowadays,
Sensitive,
man. It's
yeah.
like you can't say anything. There has to be a balance. It
I
is
agree.
I don't know what that balance looks like, but it needs to be a balance of people to have their identity, their personalities, all
Right.
these things that make them them, but also not going overboard, canceling them out as soon as they do something that's against policy.
Right. Right. I'm not that boat too. I'm more like I always think I used to have a job. Me and my brother used to work there. We hit when somebody did something wrong, you didn't just get fired unless you like punch somebody. You got a PIO. It was a performance improvement
Improvement
opportunity.
opportunity.
Yep. I
Yeah,
never
yeah,
forgot that. I got so many of them, so I never forget. But
Oh yeah.
give
yeah.
a person a chance to say explain what you mean. But
Hmm.
when you just have a hard line, or it's not even a hard line, it's more left leaning. Anybody that
Mm,
falls positive, these are left leaning. The
mm,
companies are left leaning, which is most of the country. Most of the country isn't necessarily left in terms of numbers statistically, but the companies are. So that's a whole nother thing with big tech.
mhm.
They're kind of imposing their will on people, and I do think that's why I'm having this conversation. It will affect gaming one day. You go in there try to
Yeah,
make a character, and these characters, might not even represent real life anymore. That's why I kind of pose it where I'm like, this cancel culture might go into gaming. I just want great games. I don't care who's doing it. Give opportunities to everybody, but you know what I'm saying. I don't
yeah,
want this to go far-reaching where I start reading like a political statement before I play a game. It's like press
Yeah.
A,
It's
but
right,
read this political statement. So
right.
I'm
You can't
like,
be
I
like,
always
I want
thought
a Grand Theft Auto. I want a Grand Theft Auto game, but I want you to hold back, pull back,
you're right, right.
like you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, it needs to be
yeah.
real and
You see,
raw.
they got sports, and they took a lifelong sports fanatic like myself and drove him away from sports when it became, cancel culture, politics. I just want to watch sports. I just want to play a game, man. Okay, right? That's it. I just want to boot up, play a game, shoot some stuff, and have fun. I don't
Right,
want
right.
to be told this is sensitive. This is what you should feel. This is what you should
Yeah.
call me. Okay,
You saw
uh,
Grand
you
Theft Auto
know,
4?
I'm sorry. Like
Ooh.
I'm me. Just let's just stick to that. And I'm sorry for those who if you're offended by that, but yeah, that's too bad, man. That life is about being offended and
Yeah,
just
Yeah, it
doing you
is.
and keep moving.
Keep moving. Yeah, yeah,
People
yeah.
just got so scared of being offended or offending people. Like
mhm.
offending somebody is the worst thing ever. Come on,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not the worst thing ever. People say something. What you saying, JD?
No, off- being offended, man. People offend you all the time and telling you the truth
Yeah.
about something, right? Like,
Right, right, right. The
so you're
truth.
gonna tell me like, hey, don't tell me the truth. I mean, a lot of people do, but you're gonna be offended by reality, what's
Right,
real,
right, right.
and people want to be like, well, I don't want what's real. Give me fantasy, but then you want to censor the fantasy.
Yeah, man. I like the raw, man, because I played Grand Theft Auto the other day, right? But I ended up deleting it. That needs to come to the cloud. It takes up a lot of space. I want that in the cloud, where I don't have to
Oh
worry
yeah,
about. And it's an older game. But man, it was raw. I would hate that game to be like censored. Oh, it's appropriate because it shows black people, it shows Italians, but at their
right,
worst, the mob boss, then the black guys are all gangsters. But it's kind of
right.
funny. It's like barbershop talk or locker room talk. You know, you miss that. It's like where's your refuge for that? I know that's not me. I'm not going down the street with my pants down and shooting people. But in a video game, it's whatever. But I think that's what's next. Those are gonna start canceling, and you're gonna have guys in suits and guys like maybe Tiger Woods walking around in Grand Theft Auto 5 or something. Like there's a balance. But it was a small topic, but to give it a year, it's a huge topic.
And sort of the forced integration of sort of societal norms into gaming, like certain characters, and the sort of the push to have a broader representation of what you feel society looks like, and it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to go out of your way to be to be culturally sensitive. Sometimes that's the fun about it. It's
fun about
making fun of yourself, you're laughing at who you are, or certain stereotypes. It doesn't have to be all serious.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I was just surprised. Like maybe the game's gonna suffer. I don't know. He was probably a great developer. I don't know. But he's just a little part.
Grand Theft Auto 6 gonna be crazy sensitive. Like, they ain't gonna show nothing. Ain't gonna be no blood no more. He can't jack nobody no more. It's like, man, the type of game I'm playing, Mario. Like,
I know the women. Remember, there's certain things that women do at certain jobs that they have. Maybe they're all gonna be CEOs and not gonna be street workers in there. Yeah, it's just like it's just a game, But I'm telling you, if we don't kind of push back to these companies, like, let's just have our fun too, Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's how Nintendo goes. That's how Nintendo goes, right? Like, you grew up with Nintendo, right? Family friendly, Mario. Of course, you had some violent games, but mostly Nintendo's family friendly, right? And then people got tired of, as you get older and you explore more. I don't want to play Mario Kart 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to give me his Mario Kart? Like, I want something else, something more realistic. And so people started hopping on other things, and then, this is too sensitive. Now we're going back to it's like we're going to the extremes here, and this is like, let's just find a middle ground that's safe, and like Dre said, like, we're not so overly sensitive about these things.
Yeah. Word. Yeah, it's just cool to bring it in this forum, that nobody's gonna take it too serious. But listen, if anyone does agree with cancel culture, they can say, like, I would not take anyone like, it's not gonna go anywhere more than that. But it's just good to gauge like where it is. But I think from what I'm gauging, most people don't like it. Most people don't. Most people believe in second chance. America, I grew up in, I knew about. It's a place of second chance. We've had athletes mess up. They can come. Look at Michael Vick. Have you seen Michael Vick? This man is a great ambassador for the NFL now. But I mean, he went through probably the biggest scandal in well, not the biggest, because someone killed somebody, but no, one of the biggest scandals in NFL. And now he's back working, doing his thing. So
I think we've sort of lost that in America, is the ability to hear each other out and not believe that, hey, your views are terrible because they're not my views. And I think that it slowly encroaches itself in gaming, and I really hope it doesn't get too far, because this is the last hobby I have, man.
That you can safely do.
I'm not shooting hoops right now, man. I'm telling you that. Or going to a basketball game, watch those guys play. Forget it. I'm done. I'm done with them.
This is the last.
They can have their kneel downs and all that stuff, but I ain't into that.
I'm telling you, it's like the last place where we can just have that fun, man. Gaming sees no color. Gaming is just like, that's the one thing we all agree on. Men, women, we just all game. You can hold your own. We're in a fire team of 6. You better hold your zone. That's it. That's all that matters. I love it, man. What up, chat saying everybody has their own mind when it comes to gaming. That's how I look at it. Okay, yeah. Word. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. What else was in the news, man?
Man, PlayStation is getting some technology to ensure that cheaters, man, you know, cheaters about to get the ban hammer. It's about to go
Oh
down.
yeah, I've been hearing
Is
that.
that coming to Destiny? Destiny PvP?
Man, Destiny.
You're not gonna get DDoS.
Destiny sent me.
We gotta get into
email,
that at some
man.
point, man.
No, get into that now a little
is
bit.
PvP. You know,
Yo,
is
Bibbidi, what's up with PvP in Destiny? Tell us, Dre. What's up?
it's abysmal. Let me tell you something. I would not recommend a new player try Crucible.
Yeah, new player, no way.
It's full of sharks. You know, these people that live, you know, these 4 or 5 man fire teams, they just live to stomp on fresh meat, man.
Yep,
You just see them. They're running towards you with shotguns and,
And
what's that
ice.
new weapon? I don't even know. Man,
And
it's
ice.
that you just
Dragon
see the anger in their eyes, man. Like they want to make your time the worst.
Yeah, it looks personal too. Seems personal.
Yeah, and because the player base there's not that many players playing. What you do is you get a lot of sweaties, and the stasis. You know, that's a different topic, man. That's just that's the worst thing to happen to the game. You know, since like the icebreaker meta, and back in D1, man, that was just, or the Matador or Mapador.
yeah,
You know, shotguns rule the world. But man, I just don't love that part of the game anymore, man. I play a couple games and then I'm just like, nah, I'm out of here. You know.
Yeah, I used to play. That used to be the last thing I could deal with Destiny. No matter like the content's dry, I could go in there and listen. I'm always at the top or the top 2 of my team. I don't have a hard time in Crucible. It's just the fun. The fun factor is so low. It just doesn't seem fun. I don't know. It's just like an uphill climb. I can't try anything out. I think that's the thing why I'm gravitating towards like an Outriders.
Yeah.
I can just try anything. You know, I can't.
I dare you were going with non-meta stuff. I dare you.
Yeah.
I dare.
I would love to see a stream, non-meta Destiny 2 PvP stream. But Collins was saying they can't cheat on Stadia. Yeah, they can't manipulate it. Yeah, for the most part.
Can they cheat if we're cross playing with somebody with the same game on PC?
They're trying to stop that, but that's gonna be there. That's gonna be in there. Oh yeah. But I don't mind. Better queue time.
Eagles.
Yeah, there's goons in the Crucible.
Yeah, they coming for you, bro. They coming for you.
I gotta hit up Caliber, man. We follow some of the same people.
Yeah,
we got hit up, outside of the stream.
for sure. Yeah, and the final news, I guess, is the NBA, the Miami Myers Leonard got suspended for
he was streaming
racial slurs in his stream.
Yeah, so he was. Listen, bad things happen when you're injured, man. So he had a lot of time on his hands. He was hurt, and so he was started to stream for one of these like streaming. Was it Phase or something like that? So he was streaming Call of Duty Warzone, and a little bit of rage hit him, and then out it came, and he's not canceled yet, but he's definitely suspended.
He's 7 feet, so he's lucky.
Yeah, $50K.
What? Oh, I don't know. I'll ask you later what it was, but was it serious or?
It's serious enough in that community. It's something you don't want to say, and I think that it's significant enough because it's another gaming related thing, and a lot of stuff happens on stream that shouldn't happen. A lot of stuff that's said that shouldn't be said, and you can take some locker room talk, guy talk, girl talk, but when you start hurling stuff like that on stream, that's just it's just filth, and it has no place.
They're always watching, man.
They're always watching. Somebody's gonna catch it.
Yeah, always watch. Y'all saw Snoop Dogg? He was on a stream. He raged.
Nah.
No, Snoop Dogg was doing a stream. I think it was. I forgot the
game.
Oh,
I saw the. I didn't see it, but I heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and he raged. He was just like 10 minutes into the stream, or 10 or 15 minutes. Like not even like 2 hours. You know, where you're like sweating. 15 minutes in, rages, throws down the controller, but the stream is still on. He walks away. So it's on for 7 hours. So people are hearing stuff in the house, man. He's lucky nothing really crazy went down.
Right.
Very fortunate, man. So those are all like gaming related, but on different ends of the spectrum of seriousness.
Hey man, it's new doggy dog, man. It's the dog house.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, what's a crazy thing that ever happened when you guys are streaming? Anything, Bibbidi? Like when you're streaming, what's a crazy thing, man, that happened? But Bibbidi's he's lucky. He's probably at school, single. Nobody walked in or nothing. A chariot. Some crazy things that happened, man, during the stream. Or you had to run. Oh man, it's been crazy, man. With the whole COVID, everybody streaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh, the new trailer for Outriders. I gotta download that.
Is it the animated one?
Oh, I think it's just animated.
Yeah, it's the animated
story.
one.
It's just like
yeah, it's the story one. Yeah.
It's just story related. All
And
right.
coming soon, Outriders.
Yep, be covering that. All right, so that's gonna be it for this week.
Uncle
Well,
Snoop was raging.
Uncle Stu- yeah, he was raging.
Yeah.
PvP.
Bibbidi, you're right, man. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, PvP is whack.
Yeah. Sometimes I just feel like teaming up, man. Like if you guys are on, hit me up, man.
Could be a team. I would.
Let's do some stomping. Let's do some stomping.
Why
okay.
can't? Why can we get a 6?
Yeah.
We've been playing
6
raids
man
and
won't
stuff.
lose.
Yeah.
If somebody puts that on, man. 6 man. We could even promote that, Bibbidi. We could even like really promote that. Like, we're gonna do a 6 man stomp. Or Iron Banner or something. Yeah. Show that people, the communities with people doing that. That's another thing that people got to come together more.
Yeah.
People talk about like we do the podcast, but we play a lot too.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
some people don't play on the platform, but they talk the most.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oops. That's
Oh,
amazing.
what was that? What was that?
Oh yeah, Outriders, boy.
Yeah.
April 1st, man, and that's a Thursday too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's much needed, man, for me. I'm sick of everything else, And for those, not to call people out, but listen, people that want it to fail, like really? So you want to go back to Division or Destiny?
Yeah, of
Borderlands?
course.
Go
Those
back
are
to
good
Manhattan.
games, but like
What are you talking about?
you don't desire anything new. Like you don't want it to be a success. You want it to fail.
Nah,
Come
we don't
on,
want that.
man.
Nah, man, we want that
Nothing new.
Borderlands 3.1, man. Gonna shoot the same
Season
thing.
passes.
Season pass. You don't want that?
DLC.
Pay for the same content.
The new season,
Skins.
Transmog. Let's get hyped for that.
Crossplay. Remember that top 5 video I did, Outriders. Top 5 things it does better. It already has crossplay.
Yeah.
What else did I put?
Squid
No
in the building.
PvP. It has so much stuff going for it, man, for a PvE type game.
It's
Yeah.
fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
The builds, just the weapons. I'm sitting there like blown away by blue weapons. Okay, just I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing it. Who cares if there's a DLC or not? Who cares if there's expansion or not?
Yeah, play it. Play
Fun,
all
man.
4 characters.
Yeah.
Max out everything. That's a lot of gameplay.
Yeah,
I don't care if they give a DLC like December. That's gonna be months. Yeah, you know what I found out too? A little confession too. I don't really like some of those side-scrolling games. Listen, I gotta be
Comes
honest
out.
here.
The truth
Man,
comes out.
Because
All of
the
those
thing is-
Stadia hours.
listen, the first year you gotta promote. You're promoting Stadia, something you love, and you do that as a consumer. What JD was saying, but when I look at it, I'm like, it's over the year now. The platform works. Anybody can try it. I don't need to showcase every game. I'm not Stadia source. I'm just one guy, I think it's time now we have our Bibbidi Pops. There's games that he plays and he's mastering those games. Let's watch him. Collins
Yeah.
plays some games. I think a lot of the games Colin really plays. It's good. Some RPG stuff. Everybody has their space, but to just play all these games that come every time, I think is dishonest. And I think we need more set content creators like Xbox and PlayStation. People will play on them, but they're not promoting the platform all the time. It's about the games now. I think second year is about the games, and I'm just not gonna be playing those stuff. When I was on the Xbox, kind of liberated, where I'm like, I'm not downloading every little thing, because I'm thinking about the downloads more. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not gonna be playing those games, man. I'm a looter shooter guy. I like great graphics, big worlds. That's me right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Figured that out. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Look, man. Play your games. Play the games that you enjoy. I feel like it's a disservice to play games and just be out here making content on games that you don't even like. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna show somebody in Stadia play this game really well, and I'm gonna be up here, stream the whole game. But you're not having fun. You're not enjoying, and that comes through when we see you
Right.
when we see you out here on YouTube. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's gonna come through that you don't really enjoy what you're playing, and it makes the platform that you're trying to promote looks like it makes it worse.
Mhm.
I don't think people think about that. Like, you're playing a game, you're trying to promote a platform, you die hard Xbox, you die hard PlayStation, and you're playing a game that you don't even enjoy on that platform. You're making the platform as a whole look worse.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, though.
Some of the indies
You
are
could
nice
jump
though.
on the Stadia for the newness. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they play the Xbox and PS4. They're not really for Stadia. They just kind of just jump on there. That's why they're
Right.
fair weather players. Which is, I mean, it's fine. It's fine, but don't promote it like you're
Don't promote.
like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, this is the best thing ever, and
Yeah.
you're not really into it.
Yeah,
If you're trying it out, that's different. If you're just checking out the platform, that's different. Like, you just trying to get a feel for it. But if you trying to get on that platform and just be like, yeah, Xbox all the way, let me play every single Xbox exclusive on here. Like,
can't
you
do
don't
that.
even like some of those exclusives. Like, are we doing that?
Yeah. I'm a looter shooter guy. Like Avengers, I'm not buying that on another console. So I'm always gonna play it on Stadia. I'm leaning to that a lot. We gotta do a night. I think Mondays is Avengers night, man.
Yeah.
Join up, Kiefer, Scar King.
I'll play if I don't have to do the story.
Yeah, we don't do the story. Just go in and just
forget it.
button.
Then I'll play.
It's nice. You
Yeah, I'm not
button
too much
mash
to play.
and we talk. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
can I pick my character, or do I have to play as like a?
I don't know. I don't want to play as that little girl.
Me neither.
I don't like those stuff in games.
I want to be Iron Man or something like that. Something powerful.
I played the
That's the little
story.
girl running around.
But the
No
thing
offense.
is, you gotta play the story to get like the nice armor. If you pick Iron Man from the start, it's just a guy in a t-shirt.
What?
Yeah, Marvel, they're insidious, man. They want you to play and buy skins. You could buy a
Are
skin
you
though.
kidding me?
Yeah, they doomed themselves, man. That game, they doomed themselves.
So I can't just pick Iron Man from the jump?
No, he ain't gonna look good. It's a guy in a t-shirt, a dirty old t-shirt with boosters on his hand.
Where's he shooting out of?
He got
His
some
head or
boosters. No. He got boosters on. He got little boosters.
It's Tony Stark simulator.
What are you firing with?
It's like the makeshift thing, like when he was in the cave. It's like the old gen prototype stuff. It's awful. They all look terrible. Hulk looks like a bum, like a big green bum. You've got to like increase them and buy skins. It was a cash grab from the beginning, man.
Why can't I just play the Hulk and run around and smash things?
Well, that's why they're doomed. That's gonna shut
need
down.
money.
That game, Outriders is gonna kill that, and it's the same Square Enix.
Yeah,
They're done.
right. I mean, different developer, but
Different developer, but come on. Anybody gonna play that after Outriders? No way. It's done.
People been
You get
hyping
the
it up,
kids on
man.
there. You got the kids on there. Casuals, they're gonna play that.
People been
Marvel
hyping it up.
Avengers?
I don't know. I mean, I wanted to get into it, but I don't have time for foolishness, man. I just want to go in there and just go ham.
Oh yeah, I played that. It's dope.
It's nice.
Dope, Collins.
It's got some It's got some cool stuff, but yeah, that's it, man. And the skins
You ain't
cost
playing
money.
it? You ain't
What?
playing
Oh,
Sundered?
really?
Sundered?
Yeah, you ain't
I
playing
bought no,
Sundered?
I bought Sundered. Yo, no, listen, I bought
Oh, okay.
Sundered. I actually bought
Okay.
it. Not on pro
Yeah.
or nothing. I didn't claim it. I bought it. I was so
Yeah.
desperate at the time, but I don't mind games like that too much. It's quick. It's side scroller, but it's really quick. But
Mhm.
but I don't know. I've been longing for some bangers, man. So I kind of when I find one game, I dive into it. Like I'm gonna dive into Outriders, and nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Like but I still cover some other stuff. And I would play ESO. I need a Sherpa, man. I need somebody just. But I do want to get into that. That's a perfect cloud game. I should do a video on that. Top
You
5
should.
cloud games that they just work great, man. ESO is definitely one of the best on Stadia. Not worrying about space. Can't go back.
It's a no for me, man. It-
For what?
It's the ESO. I tried it.
It's just the navigation that's like
No, it's not the navigation. It's
no.
the
Combat's nice. I got it. I understand it now.
no. I understand it, but it's just very janky.
It's an old
It's a
thing.
bad PC port, man. Now the story. I mean, I
Yeah,
haven't delved into
Vengeance.
the story, but it's just slow and you're in a dungeon killing rats, man. A little
No.
spiders running around.
Nope. I gotta send you a video I did. I did a stream of it. I could
Yeah,
think a
shot
while
at
ago.
Venom. They shooting Venom at you.
And it was
That's your
like,
codes.
listen, the story is like a
I
brother and sister where they're like fighting over the kingdom. The dialogue is amazing. It's great. It's
I
actually
I
really good,
I
man.
watch streams, man. I watch
Watch
streams. I
watch
played
my stream, man.
Skyrim.
It's really good.
You
Yeah,
know,
you played
it's just
Skyrim back in the day.
yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Speaking of
Baldur's
which,
Gate, okay. Yep.
speaking of which, is Bethesda game? You guys are Xbox players, so I'm asking you: is Bethesda that great of a studio to you guys? Like the ESO
Oh, like
and all these things. Like, are y'all capping for that? Like, oh man, we got
okay.
Bethesda. They're the best developers. I
Oh
mean,
man,
Oh,
that is a great question.
I, for me, I play those games. The ESO thing is good, but I would play that in the cloud. I'm not taking 100 gigs. I don't think I'm gonna do 100 gigs on that one. I'm starting to get space though. I got a good amount of space, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna play ESO that much. But I like the Dishonored series. For me, it's not huge because the games I played, I already played. But
What
let's
about
just say,
Fallout?
I never got into Fallout, so I'll probably download that and see. But I don't know if it's slow. I don't like games where I'm slow. I like to move fast. If it's too slow, but I'll watch a review. I'm gonna watch reviews of all those games, but for me, as only unless a Dishonored 4 comes out, and I'm like, ooh, here we go. It's for Xbox Game Pass. But other than that, it's not huge. Not huge for
It's a
me.
solid studio. It's a solid studio. I mean, Fallout was, the latest one was that 4, whatever the latest one was. Um, Bad launch, but it's a really good game now. I must say,
What do you have
it's
it on?
worth checking out. I had Fallout 3, I think.
You had a Fallout one time.
Yeah,
You
I
play
have it. I have it
games,
on my
man.
Xbox account. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um, it's worth getting into if you got a group of players,
Oh, by game. Yeah.
But Bethesda, it's a good studio.
You can play with people. Fallout 4.
You can, yeah.
I might. I
Yeah,
might
you
see
can
that.
be on your own server and stuff like that.
I just saw people in the like killing those like radioactive creatures. I've got to get into that, but
Mhm.
I'm a Dishonored. I love Dishonored.
what about 76? Fallout 76.
That's single player, right?
Oh, that's the latest one, right?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
latest one. The multiplayer.
yeah.
Oh, multiplayer.
Well,
Yeah, it's multiplayer.
I heard it was awful at the start.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but it's much better now. Much better now. I had Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was all right, but
Yeah.
76 is
Yeah.
it's a pretty decent community.
I agree with
They've
Colin.
been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with Colin. It's decent. It's some decent stuff.
Mhm.
I don't think we'll notice. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid stuff.
Yeah.
It was better before
Yeah.
Bethesda bought it. Oh, okay. I didn't even know. I thought it was always Bethesda. Okay. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I never gotten into
Top down.
Fallout. I never.
Oh,
I've
okay. The
tried
ghost
Fallout
stuff. Yeah,
like
yeah, I
3.
know.
I tried to play like Fallout 3, man. Couldn't get into it at the time that I played it. Uh, like the concept and the story looks dope, but like
Mhm.
me playing it, like man, I just couldn't get into Fallout 3. Doom, I
Doom
recently
is
got
tough.
into because of Stadia.
Yeah.
It's dope. Rage 2 is a pretty good game, but
When it
like
works.
yeah,
When
when
it
it works.
runs.
Oh, I never had any issues.
It's
I never
broke.
had any issues with Rage 2.
I returned it. It's one of probably the only 3 games I've returned on Stadia. 1 or 2 games. There is a fix to it. Project Storm actually had the fix. You made a video about
Okay.
it, but it was too late. I returned it. Once a game breaks on me, I'm not very forgiving, and because there's other stuff. This company's got to step it up. You can't let that ship. I think it's just a Stadia thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's others. There's a bug.
And I never played Skyrim. I never played Prey or Wolfenstein. So like
I
to
wanna
me,
play Prey.
Bethesda is just like, eh.
I want to play.
Man, I love Wolfenstein, man. I had the one on, I forget, was it on Xbox?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that one, man. Those are some good times in gaming.
Yeah. I wanna download some of those. Prey. I'm definitely interested in that. Definitely interested in.
I remember Quake though. I'm looking through their
Quake is
games.
Bethesda.
Yeah, Quake is
What?
Bethesda.
Used to
I
play
used to
Quake
love that
back in
game
the
though.
day.
That's one game I can say.
On PC and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to play that,
Yeah.
but man, my PC just couldn't. It was this family computer. I used to try to run those games. Nothing could work. I used to get to the start screen and just.
You
look
talking about
at
the E-machines?
Yeah. Who knows e-machines? No. I've got to see who remembers that.
goodness.
And Gateway.
Yeah.
Gateway. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
It lasts a long time though. You know, to be honest, the E-machine.
Yeah.
Decently, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't get in a PC game. I had one of them gateways, man. Like nothing was working.
Yeah, nothing, man. Just getting to the start menu was epic. When it would freeze.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal, yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, Doom Eternal was great, man. Doom Eternal
Oh, they
was
never
great.
pushed sales? I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't.
But it looks cool. Hopefully I can move around fast. I hate being slow. That's my pet peeve in games.
Yeah.
If I start walking like sand, uninstall.
Yeah, I can't do it, man.
People still
I'm not doing it.
people still play it. These got to be in the cloud, man.
Yeah.
Cause it's to download those. I don't know.
But no.
Yeah, I read it. All right, so
This
this is gonna do it for the stream. This was fun. Another good episode. Tackled stuff that, let's be honest, no one else is really gonna tackle. You know, we gotta keep it variety. Variety is spice of life. Some Stadia, some political talk. In terms of gaming, it was fun. All right, so where can we find you? New channel, Dre. Where can we find you?
All right, so YouTube channel is coming soon, but you can find me on Twitter at TC Gamer Dad, and on Instagram, the Christian Gamer Dad.
Nice, cool. JD, where can we find you?
Oh man, JD3, MXP everywhere, all platforms, and on Twitter too. And then you can catch me, like I said, Tuesday and Wednesday night streams at 10 p.m. PST time, and then you can catch me on the Stadia Bash 10 p.m. on Friday nights.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
All right,
You guys find me here, Rick Tone. Check the link tree. And Tuesday, I got another interview. Another great streamer. This is Ashby Gaming. She streams on Facebook Gaming. Man, she does 10, 12, 15-hour streams. So I'm gonna see how she does that. I have a ton of questions to be like, how do you do that? What energy drink? Cause I'm like, after an hour and a half, I'm good. But 12 hours, man. I'm interested. So interested to see how that's gonna go. So that's Tuesday at 7 p.m. This channel, Eastern. All right. All right, everyone. Have a good night. I'll
Peace.
see y'all in the interwebs. Peace.